Where is it?
Did your call go okay? Everything go all right?
Yeah, everything was fine. It went good. It was longer than it needed to be. It was one of those meetings where this meeting could have been an email, but it's fine.
Sure.
It's progress toward this book thing, so I'll take progress over not progress, I suppose. All right, here we go, everybody. We're recording. It's time to show in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Cece Williamson.
And I'm Ann Steiner.
Today we are here to tell you about the greatest cooking invention since fire, microwave ovens. We think that microwaves are number one.
Perhaps you have seen our microwave cooking column.
The Oak Ridge boys are going to die.
The morning stream. Well, of course, I am the supreme being. I'm not entirely dim.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to TMS. It is Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett. Good morning, Brian.
Hello, Scott. How are you?
I'm good. I slept for the first time in about 2 weeks. I actually slept all night, and I don't know what caused that or why, but I'll take it. And more of that, please.
Is it typically a wake up in the middle of the night thing, or can't get to sleep till far too late, or wake up too early kind of thing?
A little bit of column A and B. It goes, sometimes it's harder to get to sleep. I've been trying to less phone, less stuff to distract me before bed.
Yeah.
But then that goes kind of late for whatever reason. And then at about 4, almost always 4, 3:30 to 4, I wake up and go, what are we doing? This is so stupid. So if I get up and pee, walk around a little bit, come back, I'm usually fine for the next couple hours.
Sure.
But lately it's just been bad. But today or last night, freaking all the way through like a bullet. Just
nice.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Excellent.
I think I got
I've been,
proper sleep.
5 has been my jam lately. Wake up at 5 and
yeah.
Fall asleep, no problem. 10:30, zonk. I am out like a light. But then I wake up at 5, and I guess what is that? 6.5 hours? I feel like 6.5 hours is okay with me.
Yeah, I think that's. I think they tell you to get between 6 and 8, and you're already. Yeah. 6.5 is plenty for somebody like that.
I'm half an hour into that 6 lower end. Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't feel tired, so I guess I'm getting the amount of sleep that I need to have.
Yeah. Do you ever have a crash in the afternoon where you're just like, oh, I can't go on?
Yes. Yeah, but I think that's the cocaine. I think it's less about the lack of sleep and just more about the toot,
Yeah, the toot makes you drop hard from the toot.
Yeah, it's a quick come down from the toot.
Yeah, careful with your toots, everybody.
The nose candy, sure.
It's worse than
Bolivian.
The Bolivian nose candy.
Bolivian nose candy, yeah.
Well, speaking of nose candy, more like ear candy, I got a bunch of calls today to play, and I think we're going to start with Bob the Mailman, formerly Cliff Clavin's mailman. This guy, we love this guy. He wrote in or called in about how things work with tubes. We talked about tubes and the rubber band on the tube to hold it still and all rolling, that stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I got to be thinking about these, for example. I think these are going in the Toblerone style.
That's the way to do it. The Toblerone is, they shouldn't even use tubes anymore because posters, mats like that, all that stuff can go in the Toblerone and you have no rolling. You'll have no rolling, and that's it. Not even anything beyond the rolling. It stops right there. Not even a Lieutenant Yar. It just stops right there.
Right there. No roll. Done.
No roll.
So let's hear what he has to say about those and whether they're as common as we think.
Hey, Scott and Brian. This is Bob the Mailman, Ratzenberger's former mailman. We do see a lot of tube poster canisters being mailed, and they will put those tongue depressors and rubber bands around it so that when it's on the machinery that needs to scan it and sort it, it will stay barcode up, and that's the reason they do it. Love the show, though. Thanks.
So it seems to me they also would prefer the triangle thing because they don't have to put their own tongue depressor on it.
Tongue depressor and rubber band and MacGyverage.
Yeah. They shouldn't have to do that, No. Don't make these people do extra work for us. We should do the work.
They're already doing enough. They're already doing so much for us.
Yeah.
I hear about this whole rain and sleet and snow and darkest night. And
they let none of that stop them. It's my understanding.
None of it. They should really have a motto.
Yeah, they ought to put that down on paper or something. I wonder if it's still true. Like, if you guys got, here's a question for Bob. So, Bob, you can write in about this or call in. Yeah. If there was like a serious storm of some kind, let's call it the worst sleet storm in the history of some city.
Sure.
It's like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, shelter in place. The sleet storm is out of control.
They're not going out. I can answer for Bob. They're not going out.
That's the trick, right? Is that slogan even true if it came down to it? You know, or they probably stay in. They probably wouldn't let them. Why would they want them to go out there and put their lives on the line?
They wouldn't. And basically every company's mission statement is written with a little bit of wiggle room. Always to do the right thing for our customer, unless it affects our bottom line, in which case, nah.
Yeah, forget it. Kind of like Google's. What was Google's? Don't be evil, and they got rid of it.
Oh, did they really? Yeah. Don't be evil was theirs?
Yeah, they had the thing for the longest time. They were like, everybody loved that their slogan was "Don't be evil," and then at some point they dropped it, and everybody assumes that means they were like, well, maybe we could be a little evil. Let's get rid of the slogan.
Maybe, right. It's sometimes you need to be a little evil.
That's right.
For the greater good.
When did this start? "Don't be evil" is Google's former motto, a phrase used in Google to as their corporate code of conduct. Let's see. In October 2015, they changed it to "Do the Right Thing" when Alphabet happened.
And then
and they got rid of it. Them. Yeah, and then Spike Lee's like, "That's my movie. I'll sue you. I'll sue you right after this New York Mets game." Or no, where does he always show up? Link, not
the no, it's the New York Knicks.
Knicks. After this Knicks game, I'm totally going to sue you. He says.
Courtside for the Knicks. Yeah.
Let's see. "Don't be evil." Googlers generally apply these words to serve users. The Google code of conduct was always a way to put evil, or don't put evil into practice, meaning it wasn't about, hey, we're not going to be an evil corporation. It was, here at the workplace, don't do evil things to each other or the business. Anyway, they got rid of it.
So
because
really it was do
stupid.
Evil on your own time, not here.
Yeah. I don't know if they even do their 80-20 thing. You remember that? They did 80% Google work, the other 20, and then they claim things
really?
like...
No, I didn't know that. Huh?
It's like Gmail came from the 20% time, or this awesome new features, it was from the 80-20 project.
So Imagineering, make sure you spend some of your time imagining and not engineering.
Yeah, it's very similar. I don't think they do that anymore, though. I think that's done. Yeah, I don't see it here. No 80-20 anymore. Google's just
spend 80% of your time doing good and 20% of it doing evil. How's that? Then they can merge them both.
What you do is just go giant word evil and then small letters 80/20 below it. Done.
Right. Yeah.
Done. You've kept all your cool ideas in one place. Good job, Google.
Perfect.
Braden called in about Muppets and why they call the count, but not so much that, what the count actually is, and he isn't what we think he is.
Oh.
I'll let him explain.
Hi, this is Braden calling for TMS. I was just listening to episode 2687, and I wanted to drop a little fun fact for y'all. The Count Von Count is actually not considered a vampire by the Sesame Street style guide. He's considered vampire-like. Take that how you will. You could still very well consider him a vampire, but, food for thought. Thanks. Love the show. Bye.
I mean, they can't be associated with like bloodsucking.
No, I'm sure he's a vampire in all respects except for the whole drinking blood thing.
Yeah.
He turns into a bat. He lives in a castle. He sleeps. He's a day sleeper, a night walker.
Sure. Well, I've seen him with. You know what? Now that you say that, I've seen him out in the open with other Muppets. So maybe even that's not correct. Maybe he's just.
Oh, look at that!
Maybe he's just cosplaying. He's just like a. Yeah. I like Bela Lugosi. He's a Vamposer. That better make it into titles, you guys. Get on that one.
Come on, people.
Claire
is already greasing up her Apple Pencil to draw a Vamposer.
Oh, good. Everyone needs to draw a Vamposer. I've been so bad about getting in there and doing that.
I've been horrible at that, yeah.
I've just been so busy, you guys. But we'll get to it. We want to. I want to. That's why we did it.
I want to, too.
We didn't do it just so you could do it. We did it so we could do it.
I didn't get this Apple Pencil for my health. Come on.
No kidding. I could spend $129 on pills for that or something. Anyway, I guess I'm not shocked. Why would the children's workshop or whatever it's called? Why would they want to, have a blood
associate themselves
vampire.
with a? So Blood-sucking vampire.
But they have a lot of that.
Has anyone seen Elmo recently?
Maybe somebody can tell me this. There's some.
How do you like those maggots, Snuffleupagus?
That's right. Why are there floating around? There's something floating around where Pepe the shrimp and Rizzo the rat are driving around in a car. Does anyone know what that's about lately? It's some new thing. I don't know if it's like like a marketing scheme for some car company. I can't tell what it is, but they're funny as hell.
I have not. So they're commercials?
They're commercials. And they're freaking great. Cannot remember
but
what it is.
Like two great characters, two great side underappreciated great Muppet characters.
Yeah. Oh, he's a prawn. Sorry, Chad. I don't think we have to get that.
Good point.
Get that deep
Oh,
into
and that
it.
didn't come from Amy. I was expecting Amy's correction on that one, but she's not even in chat right now. She would have corrected a lot faster than Hobbs Dog, I think.
Yeah, but those two, they're amazing in this new series, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for. I am sure it's an advertisement of something, but it really made me laugh. Seek it out if you get a minute.
Hilarious.
If you're a fan of that sort of thing, I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Oh, did you see, by the way, this really ties in perfectly to what we're talking about. Did you see Amy sent us a commercial yesterday during the show, a commercial for CroonchyStars, which is a Muppets tie-in. It's a Swedish chef.
Oh, right. Right.
Connected probably around the time of the Muppet movie, I'm guessing.
Probably. That seems about the time. I don't have, I had no idea until she sent that over. It's like, what? Are you kidding?
Me neither. But it totally, now that you say it, once I saw it, I'm like, of course, CroonchyStars.
Yeah. And you got and the umlaut and all that, right? Makes sense now. That's great. Claire, search for it. I don't know. I could find it now, but I'm not gonna.
I could give you a link. I could just give you the link that Amy gave us.
Yeah.
Here you go, Claire.
Yeah, stick that in the chat there.
I'll stick that in the chat and wiggle it.
That's interesting, Sean Bloom in the chat. He says, I have a friend from Sweden and he's not a fan of the Swedish Chef.
Well, sure. I think it's like Australians not being a fan of Crocodile Dundee.
Probably. I mean, it feels like the Swedish Chef is definitely having more of a poke. Like it's meant to be ridiculous and it's a Muppet, for hell's sakes.
Yeah.
So I would have guessed, if you just said, what do you think Swedish people in general think of the Swedish Chef? I'd say, they probably smile and think it's cute, or
they're probably like, okay, maybe we do have some of those things, or maybe we do sound like bork, but okay, no.
Sure, because you guys are peace-loving Scandinavians up there.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out what else we got here.
I guess we need to see if somebody has a cheeseburger-eating, gun-waving, flag jorts-wearing American caricature that we could get offended by.
Yeah, someone's got one somewhere, right?
Yeah.
We have to. I think we do enough of those ourselves anyway.
I know, it's less a caricature and just more a snapshot of Florida.
Yeah, I feel like all we got to do is show, I don't know, half dozen of our reality shows, and then stereotypes they're out there, man.
For sure.
Here's one about what's this one here? Oh, it's about candy bars. Colin called in about our candy bar discussion. We were trying to I guess it was a half-asses or something, Tadpooly feud. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to figure out origins of candy bars and where stuff came from. And he had this to say.
Hey, TMS, Scott, Brian, and Brian again for this one. This is Colin in Seattle. Fourth row in the chat, calling to talk about the TMS in which y'all were doing some Tadpooly feud, talking about candy bars. That unearthed some primal memories for me. And if Wendy were on, I'd say it was trauma related, because I suddenly remembered of the game I played as a kid with my cousins. And when I say I played, it wasn't really a choice. The game's called 5 Candy Bars. The game's pretty simple. 2 people pin you. One of them sits on your chest and takes their fist and beats on your chest until you can name 5 different candy bars. And as a child who did not eat a lot of candy, that was quite a challenge, and I had to run very fast whenever they decided to start playing 5 candy bars. Anyways, I don't really talk to them anymore. Love the show. Thanks for bringing up an old memory of mine. Hope everything's great. Cheers.
A little PTSD there, yeah.
No kidding. Oh my gosh, I remember those days. Like, I had cousins who would do crap like that to me. At least with candy bars, you can kind of go, the sound you make when he's beating on you could be translated as a candy bar. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, well, Eminem. I love Eminem. Right. So they've changed that game a little bit. When I was a kid, my brother would tease me with this game, but it was called Typewriter, and he would sit on my chest, sit on my, kind of cross-legged or straddle my belly basically, and then he would take his middle knuckle.
Oh.
And he would hold my arms are down, I can't move, and he would knock my sternum, go tick, 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 and he'd say, say ding, say ding, say ding, and I'd go ding, and he'd go, slap me in the face like you're pushing a
like shh.
He'd go whap, and then he'd keep typing ding, 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 say ding, and we were convinced if we said ding enough, he would eventually stop. It didn't work that way.
Right.
He would just keep slapping me and doing it. It's total a-hole, my brother.
That's a total a-hole thing. You need to say, sincerely yours, Scott.
Yeah,
and then
there you
hopefully
go.
You get to the end of the letter.
Yeah. Sincerely yours, Scott. Oops, white out, a couple typos. Okay, I'm out. Goodbye. Yeah, he also did this thing once. I'm still mad to this day about it. So sometimes I'll give him shit about it just because why not? But I was like 12, maybe 11. I had some friends over, and I had this pair of cut-off jeans that I loved, and I wore them all the time. I loved them. And they were wearing out and slowly getting a little frayed and all that stuff. They're old jeans. But I loved this pair. And the back pocket started getting kind of a tear in it that eventually meant I was going to have to get rid of these jeans.
Sure. Yeah.
But
he was coming off. It was not going to hold your striper Velcro wallet anymore.
Yeah, that was not going to work. So he waits until I've got me, 3 friends that are boys, and then 2 girls at the house, and we're all hanging out or doing, I don't know, playing games or something. And my brother, as I'm walking past, and they're all in this room, reaches out, grabs that start of a hole, and goes yank, and just tore my shorts to shreds while I was in front of all these people. So there I am in my little freaking 1980s whitey tighties in front of these girls and all my friends. I was so angry at him, dude. I've never been. To this day, it fries me because I've never gotten proper revenge for this,
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to get him back now? The dude, he's 10 years older than me. I do it now. Sure. It's almost elder abuse.
You missed your chance.
Yeah.
You missed your opportunity for closure, I'm afraid.
I got no window left. So anyway, if anyone out there has any suggestions.
At least we now have our Dear Wendy for Thursday. Perfect.
Yeah, we got all we need. How do you deal with trauma that your brother gave you by ripping your pants off in front of all your friends?
Yeah, and I'm sure Wendy totally won't bring up the curling iron.
No, not at all. But I also blame him for that because what you do is
shit rolls downhill.
Yeah, shit rolls downhill.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess it's my job as a sibling here to be a jerk to the youngers. So I'm going to do that.
Right. Wow.
I'm blame him for all my problems. How about that, Mark? Take that. Just kidding. Colin, that's a terrible experience. Although I would assume that after one experience like that, you would learn all the candy bar names.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah.
So the next time it comes around, you're not ill prepared, and you can get it done. And big hunk. Let me try to do it real quick under duress. Let's say someone's sitting on my chest.
Okay.
Right. Big hunk. Rolo, Nestle, Snickers, Mars. I win. I'm out. He's off my chest. Go do some other kid.
Nestle? Well, Nestle's a brand. What
is it? A Nestle bar? Isn't that a thing?
Is there a Nestle bar? I mean, a Nestle Crunch. Does Nestle just make just a standard ass, nothing added to it chocolate bar?
You know what? Good point. Maybe it is Nestle Crunch. So let's say that's the case.
Hershey makes a regular. Let me see.
So let's say that's the case.
Yeah, they do. Nestle milk chocolate bar. Yes.
Okay. So let's say I screw up though, and that's not good enough for them, and they're like, nope, needed to be Crunch or chocolate bar. Then they get to do it. You have to start over. But you can't say the same 5.
You can't use the same 5. Oh, rough.
Now I'm in trouble. I could go Butterfinger, $1,000, or what is it? $100,000 bar.
We're gonna see if you have to start over again.
Mounds, that's 3. And I'm getting smacked here while I'm.
Yeah, you are.
While I'm not really. Mounds.
You're losing air because he's on your chest.
Almond Joy and. Oh shit! Whatchamacallit? All right, I'm okay for a little while, and then he says to me, "I'm sorry, it's not $100,000 bar; it's $100,000." And I'll go, "Oh no, we got to do it again."
Yeah. I think it used to be. I think it was back then. As a kid, it was $100,000 bar.
I feel like it was, right?
It was. It absolutely was. Because I remember the song, something $100,000 bar. But I would say Rolo Oh, there's a big discussion. I would say Rolo is not a candy bar. It's a collection of small chocolate candies.
So if they're disconnected, well, but would you call a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup a candy bar?
Yeah, or Almond Joy for that matter, right?
Yeah,
Because you've got two in there. I guess it's 2 candy bars, but
but like, what makes a bar, right?
Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If bar is the
wider, one of its measurements has to be markedly longer than its other measurements to be a bar.
It can't be circular, or basically there's a single radius measurement to a Rolo. If you want,
like, is chunky chocolate bar? I mean, is chunky a chocolate? Is it a bar? Is it a candy bar? Because it's
question.
square.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, I love a good chunky. Chunky is, people forget about the chunky. Chocolate and nuts and raisins, and it's so damn good.
It's a good combo. I agree. I like the chunky.
It's a really good combo.
Yeah.
But
Matuba, Scott's older brother is like Richie Cunningham's older brother. You don't hear a whole lot about this, but when we do, we're not sure he exists. Yeah, I mean, look, he was 10 years older than me. So when I was 10, he was off to college. Like, that's what made it worse when you're 12. My supposedly smart college student brother comes home for the weekend and rips my pants off in front of my friends.
And beats the tar out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like this may be, like, the candy bar definition might be somewhere in the, is a taco a sandwich kind of. Or is a hot dog a sandwich or whatever.
Oh my gosh! And then if you extend it, maybe a Rolo is a calzone or something.
A Rolo is a form of ravioli because it's sealed and it's got stuff in the middle.
There you go. It's a ravioli. Oh,
Raviolo.
Ravi. Yeah.
I think raviolos.
I think raviolo.
Just came up with the next big Hershey's product.
You did it. I think there's a crossover between the Chef Boyardee people should get together with the Rolo people. Maybe they're all owned by the same place by now. I don't know what goes on. Yeah. Rolo's a vegetable like pizza.
Arugula. It's a vegetable.
All right, do this. Can you name 4 corn-based snacks?
All right. Corn nuts, Tostitos, Fritos, peanut butter, the Nutter Butters.
Is that oh, you know what? That counts. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally got it. I was thinking we were staying with the salty.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, corn. Never mind. Corn. There's no corn in Nutter Butters.
Oh, that's peanut butter. Duh.
Yeah.
So what's your fourth?
I don't need a fourth one. Corn-based. Oh, crap. This is tougher than you think it is.
Yeah.
When you're struggling to remember a corn-based product. Oh, from Scoops.
Scoops. There you go. I like a good scoop. See, now if somebody was on your chest, you'd have some bruises.
That would have hurt.
Yeah.
Really bad. And they would have made me start over because Nutter Butters are not. I did say Doritos. That was the first thing I said.
Yeah, he said Doritos.
Doritos, Fritos, Tostitos. Oh, I didn't say Doritos. I said Fritos and Tostitos.
Oh, you started with corn nuts. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I love corn nuts. Can I, by the way, these ones right here.
How are you doing with your gross of corn nuts?
I'm eating them slowly.
Oh, sorry, the Love Corn. That's
Love Corn. Cheddar. Yeah, it's a different brand, so they can't use the name corn nuts. But anyway, these cheddar flavored Love Corn things. Perfect little package. They're not too hard. They're not breaking.
Yeah, I need to pick some of those up.
Yeah, very happy with those. Thanks, Mike Petrolik, once again for your kindness. All right, guys, we do the news, and you're here for it, so we'll do it. So here's the news. Time for the news, brought to you by
The Frog Pants Discord, TMS, FilmSack, Core, everything, you name it, it's all there, and the fan vibes are intense. Get in today at frogpants.com/discord.
We'll always take more. Okay?
That's right.
People can leave at any time you want. It's like Hotel California. You can actually leave anytime you want.
You can actually leave. You can check out anytime you like, and then you can leave.
Yeah, and you can get banned if you're a
Many
butthole.
people check out, but they don't leave.
That's right.
Yeah, I posted some stuff in the. We got a channel in there called Show Off Your 3D Prints, and I've got. I showed off some of the things, some of the mistake prints that led up to the completed gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet. So, like, I stopped printing when this the gold filament was turning the infill into confetti, and I was like, all right, well, we better stop there. But,
here it is. Oh, can I show this Picard one?
Be my guest. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this, you guys. I didn't know you were making this. This is awesome.
Oh, the Picard?
Yeah.
Model?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I printed that for somebody
I love
a while
it.
back.
So it's Picard palm facing.
Yeah.
Which it's good because he only has one arm in this bust, so use it
right,
well.
so, palm facing.
Is that what it's called? Or face palming. Sorry.
Face palming.
Yeah. That was close.
Same thing.
Sure.
Palm meets face.
Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, and this Galactus is looking so good.
Oh, yeah. Galactus is done. He is sitting right there, and the top of his headpiece is maybe a half an inch from the ceiling on the shelf that I've got him on.
You should have occasionally a voice, kind of like a tracked mode in an arcade. A voice should go, "My surfer to me," or some shit like that.
Right, like you did the cartoon.
Yeah, my board to me. I ended up watching that entire series, and you know what? It's kind of fun. I can see why it didn't last though, because it's the kind of thing that was a little bit highfalutin in its language. Kids, I think,
for sure
push kids away a little bit, but I appreciated the kind of almost biblical tone of everything, the way everyone talked.
Yeah,
I liked it.
That and the guest appearances, like the cameos from Gamora and Drax and these characters that you forget were around back then, and it's great.
So awesome. One real quick here, posted by Jordan. This gun. Oh my gosh. Here, I'll put it in.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful, man. Here it is. There you go, chat. You can see it too. It's I need that. I don't know what this is from. Is that's not the one from Blade Runner? What is that?
Let me see here.
Militech.
There it is right there. Militech.
I don't know what it's from. I didn't read, so I didn't stick around long enough.
No, I can't see what it is.
Is it Cyberpunk, chat says? That would fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want one of those. I talked to him. Maybe he makes more of these. I think that looks awesome.
Oh, yes, I was gonna say you do still have a 3D printer, don't you?
I don't. The one we had was garbage and broke every 5 minutes, and so we sold it. And Carter and Alicia have a small one they use for their cosplay stuff, but I haven't messed with it at all. I don't know. I might. If I do anything, I'm talking to you and Bill and everybody else before I do it, because I don't know what I want. Yeah. I guess it depends on what I want to make with it. But anyway, let's talk about this news story here. A massive bull shark in the news. I like our animal-based news. Weighed nearly 500 pounds, was caught in an Alabama fishing tournament.
Winner!
Yeah. This thing is huge. I think I can show it. Let's see here. Let me pull up the link for people.
I'll pull it up myself.
It says here, fishing crew recently set a new state record after reeling in a huge bull shark at the Alabama deep sea fishing rodeo, they call it. The Bon Secours Butchers team on the Orca vessel caught a 494.5 pound beast at the tournament during the tournament. Quote, "A catch like that coming through our weigh station really galvanizes everyone and every entity involved. We all feel a part of the catch," says Alabama Deep Fish Rodeo representative. Let's see if I can show a photo of it. This is the wrong link, Scott. I brought up the wrong thing. Hold on, chat.
You'd think that they'd win in a landslide because of this, but I'm looking at a little bit lower. They've got the offshore division, the standings, and so they had this bull shark that they pulled in, but somebody else pulled in a tiger shark. Somebody named Herbert Sprinkle.
Herbert Sprinkle. Oh man,
Herbert Sprinkle.
I want to hang out.
A tiger shark.
I want to hang out with that guy.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah. I like a good sit on a porch, talk to a Southern guy is one of life's great experiences.
I mean, I'll go along with the Herbert. I don't know if I want to hang out with a dude named Sprinkle.
The Sprinkle's a little, it's a little off-putting.
Put the seat up, dude. Come on. I don't have to clean up after you.
Yeah, what are you? You never learn how to pee? Anyway, bull shark is nasty. Look at the mouth on that thing. I don't want that.
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do? Do they send, I don't know if they send these back. Do they eat them? I don't know.
They don't send them back. You can see on that next photo they're posing with it
hung
upside
bloody.
down. That thing is looking rough too. It's like they dragged it across, lifting it out of the boat, dragged it across the propeller or something.
Yeah, it's really banged up. $6,000 for catching that guy. So
good for them.
There you go. Bad for PETA, good for them, I suppose. Speaking of 3D printing, the world's largest 3D printed neighborhood is nearing completion in Texas. I didn't even know this was going on. This was news to me.
Yeah, I love this. I didn't know this whole neighborhood, but I did see video of these 3D print, these house-size 3D printers that print houses, basically.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're almost like, honestly, it's like just a macro-size printer. The way this thing moves.
Yeah,
it's a filament
oozing
thing.
Out. Cement or whatever it is for the framework. Yeah,
look at that. That's so cool. The little nozzle. I guess it's a nozzle. I mean,
it's absolutely 100% a nozzle.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So this neighborhood, I'll show you a picture below.
I can totally see the layer lines, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sand some of that. Let's see if I can blow this up. There we go.
I mean, you're not doing anything terribly creative, and I think you're also not getting a 2-story house.
No,
with that kind of situation.
No. Yeah, definitely ramblers. But they all have. Yeah. Are those? Are those windows or are those solar? I can't tell what those are.
On the ceiling, I can't tell either. They might be sunroofs or
I can't tell.
No, they might probably are solar.
Yeah. I'm guessing. But I would, the price is right. So
totally.
I'd consider it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd like even to leave some of these walls bare, like how you have bare brick. Yeah. I would leave one or two of the walls in the house uncovered with drywall, just so you can see the layer lines and stuff. I think that'd be really cool.
I want to see one of these have a mistake overnight and it's just a ball of spaghetti in the backyard. Yeah, just kept printing all night and they're like, damn it, we gotta go move all that now.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we gotta start over. We have to start over the new neighborhood because we can't get this out of here. It's too much stuff.
Large scale fabrication in 3D printing is really interesting, what they're doing with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so let's see. Do they have it brings a lot of efficiency to the trade market. So there's maybe 5 different crews coming in to build a wall system. Now we have 1 crew and 1 robot, and that's all they need. After concrete powder, water, sand, and other additives are mixed together and pumped through the printer, and nozzle squeezes it out, as we showed in the video there. A single-story 3 to 4 bedroom home takes about 3 weeks to finish printing, and the foundation, with the foundation and metal roofs installed traditionally. So they still have that part to do, which makes me think those are probably solar, because if you're putting the roofs on manually, you're not, putting a big hole in it. It's kind of interesting. 100 of these in a place called Wolf Ranch. It's kind of an experiment. It's in Georgetown, Texas, about 30 miles from Austin. If anyone lives out there and gets a glance at these, I'd love to hear what this looks like.
Really cool to see. Yeah.
I'd tour it. I'd walk through there.
Oh, for sure.
I want to see how the toilets are done. Are they just regular old toilets, or do they 3D print my toilet?
I guarantee they don't 3D print the toilet.
Darn it.
They block out a bathroom, and then everything else is your basically your traditional method. It really just replaces the foundation and framing, I'm guessing.
I want it to be everything. I want like Slurm Queen level. You know what I mean? Just pooping out.
Like live in a house like Skywalker did on Octo.
Yeah.
Right? Like those
Those like mud huts.
Beehive houses.
Yeah, beehive looking houses. That would be cool. I don't know. The other problem is these are all very samey, and that makes them kind of boring, but whatever. A lot of neighborhoods are like that. Their HOA comes around and says, you better not be putting up a regular wall, because we need to 3D print all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Hubs, dog. No beams, right? Because you need supports. And, removing little flimsy supports is one thing. Removing big concrete supports is an entirely different thing.
Whole other bag. Yep.
Yeah.
I still want to see it.
I do too.
Let's talk about this one. A New Jersey man flies nearly 1,000 miles to attack a fellow gamer with a hammer.
Oh, jeez.
No wonder people give gamers such shit. New Jersey man facing serious charges after he allegedly flew 1,000 miles to Florida to confront and attack a fellow gamer with a hammer over an online dispute. The suspect is 20-year-old Edward Kang. Uh-oh, Kang's loose again, you guys.
Yep.
Was arrested on charges of attempted murder following the bizarre and violent incident. Let's see here. Says he's a resident of Newark, New Jersey. So Monica, what's going on there?
Yeah, no kidding.
Traveled to Fernandina Beach, Florida?
Fernandina Beach.
Fernandina. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
After becoming embroiled in a heated dispute with another player on the online game Archage, probably Probably Arcade.
Arcade. Yeah.
I've heard of this.
Never even heard of this thing.
I've heard of this game. It's more text-based. It's a real weird game to get into. But some people are really into it. So I don't know. Don't ask me. I wouldn't play it. Despite never having met the victim in person, Kang's anger led him to take a drastic action. So back in June, he arrived in the victim's home after purchasing a hammer locally. So he flew, bought the hammer, went to the dude's house.
Well, sure. Yeah, you don't want to buy, like, have to carry on your hammer.
Yeah, that's true. They'll catch you usually. Although my lock blade made it through TSA on the way to Anaheim and on the way back from Anaheim. And I don't know why they didn't stop me. It was easily visible, big old hand thing. I forgot I even had it. It was in there. It's about this long.
Oh, I thought this was a World of Warcraft thing.
No, like an actual knife.
Lock blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like an actual, like, pull it out and... Aren't those called lock blades? What are those called? Not switchblade, but the other way where you manually pull it out and lock it. Is that a lock blade?
I think that's
What's that called? I might be totally wrong. I had one
flick knife
growing up. Is it a flick knife? I always thought it was a lock blade. We were big on those because you camp with them and stuff. Flip knife, lock blade, locking blade, pocket knife, folder. Yes, folder, easy reader. Camping knife.
I have no idea. I've never. Lock blade or lock types, locking blade knives. There's a thing. So
blade,
buck knife.
Buck knives are they block knives or lock knives as well? Let's see.
It's funny because I'm actually working with one of my clients right now. Newest clients is a knife company, and they make these, and I could not tell you what the type is. What the
Oh, mine's even on here. I'll show you the one that made it through the airport. Okay. I think mine's 6 inches. This is 3 for the blade only, so it's not quite the same. Mm-hmm. But this, you guys, I just don't think I should have been able to get through there with this. Here you go.
Okay.
It just feels wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I know that link, dude. Freaking Amazon. Look at that. I got through with that, but add another 3 inches on that blade. That's how big mine is. And
okay, yeah.
Nothing, not a word, and it's all metal, including that the handle part is metal. So it's not like it was hidden in some, X-ray proof plastic handle.
Yeah.
It's like a full-on blade. And I made it both ways. So whatever's going on between Salt Lake City International and I guess John Wayne, they don't care about your knife.
They don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Maybe John Wayne himself said, "Thou shalt always let knives through," he said before he died. Well, anyway, don't be doing that. Don't break into people's things and
don't hit them with a hammer. Kang.
Yeah.
Kang. I hope you've learned your lesson, Kang.
Not over a game, you guys. Jeez, Louises.
Nothing good ever came from being named Kang. We find out.
I agree. All right, final story here. Speaking of flights, angry passenger hurled a computer monitor at an airline staff in O'Hare Airport in Chicago. Oh, man, don't be throwing whole computers at people. A woman shocked onlookers as she leapt over the checkout counter and hurled a computer monitor at a Frontier Airlines staff in Chicago O'Hare International. Footage of the incident was posted on July 30th by another traveler. Let's see. The woman had missed her flight and then lost it after staff didn't allow her to board. In the video, the woman climbs over the baggage conveyor belt and into the staff area and begins grabbing and yelling at the employees after being pushed back by another airline worker. The woman grabs a computer monitor off the check-in desk, threw it toward the staff, hitting one of them, and hurled a second monitor onto the floor.
Jeez.
She's pissed. Look at this.
Threw it on the ground.
Yeah. I think I would hope I would. This is one of those situations where I would want to step in.
Mm-hmm.
When people yell at people, I might say
I remember
something.
You telling me about the dude in the airport during the delay who was a big
He was a total ass, but, at least he was just being verbal. Mm-hmm. But if somebody gets up, chucks a monitor at somebody, I don't know. I think you ought to get in there and help. I guess this guy in the green shirt is. Look at him getting up there. He's like, back up, lady.
Look at the photo. Is there a photo or video?
Video. Yeah, it's video.
Awesome. Pull this up here.
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody go quite that overboard in a public place. You ever seen anybody throw shit at people? You ever get one of those?
No. I've lots of Karens yelling at other people and being obnoxious a-holes, but never to the point where they're picking things up and even throwing it on the floor, let alone at an employee.
Mm-hmm.
But just this guy, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, it's the lady, but yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's just helping.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. Chat room's having a conversation.
I was watching the guy.
Yeah.
The green shirt guy coming around.
He intervened.
Jeez. Yeah, he really does. Yeah. I thought he was the instigator at first because he's also blurred out.
It's almost always a dude anyway. So when it's a lady, I'm always a little surprised. Some in the chat are having a conversation about how it's strange that American kids grew up having pocket knives all the time. Mm-hmm. You got to remember something. Like if you're in Europe, you're in let's say you live in Paris. Mm-hmm. You could drive in any direction and be in Spain in less time it takes me to get to St. George or Vegas. Like you can,
sure.
It's a smaller, more tight thing. So, especially metropolitan wise,
maybe not from France to Spain, but yes,
it's still pretty short compared to like some of the distances out here. So for me to get to Brian's house, it's going to take me 10.5 hours. For me to get to LA, it's going to take me about 12 if I drive. Right, right. It's a much bigger place. And the reason I'm even saying that is because growing up when we did, Scouts was a thing. Outdoor stuff was constant. You were camping all the time. It's not unusual that you and your friends would just go up in the canyons on a Friday night, and knives are helpful when you're trying to like hike or get through a place, or you need to cut a rope or whatever it is you're doing.
Sure.
It's not like you're all weaponed up. It's just, it was a utility. Right. It was like it
was used right. Like a little tiny Swiss Army knife. If I had anything growing up, it was like a little Swiss Army knife. And I probably used the little flathead screwdriver in there more than I did the actual knife blade if I needed something.
Right. So, but it wasn't like we were running around with swords or something.
Yes.
It was like, I need something to open up this tinfoil dinner. Get your pocket knife.
Yeah.
It's how we lived. It's how we live now. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back from this break, we're gonna hang out with our good pal Travis. He's gonna bring some trivia to the table. We're gonna see how we do. It's his time of the month, folks, and that'll happen after this song break. Brian, what'd you bring?
Scott, today we're going to go around the world. This was a little tougher one to find because turns out there's a lot of bands that have a similar name, but look for this one and look for the album title. So the band name is Matty, Matty. I think it might actually just be a dude. Matthew Tavares goes by the name Matty, Matty. Has his latest album, which is called Pops, comes out via Lex Records. This is really good stuff. This is kind of like, God, what does it remind me of? Like early 2000s rock, Killers, Vines, that sort of thing. This is awesome. The track that we're playing is called Around the World. And I think it might be the second or third single from this album. I'm trying to see if I can see when the album is already out. So the whole thing is out. You can listen to the whole album. It's great. The album is called Pops, Pops. So when you do a search for Matty and Pops and you'll find it. Here is the song Around the World.
There is no man named Mario. There is only I, a woman named Maria.
And we returned. Who was that? One more time, please.
Sure. That's an artist called Matty with a brand new album called Pops. That's one of the singles from the album. It's called Around the World.
Nice. Not to be confused with the Daft Punk song of a similar name.
Not to be confused with that. Nope.
Yeah, don't confuse it, folks.
Around the world. All I can think of is that awesome Michael Gondry video with the mummies. Like every group of people in that video representing a different instrument in the song.
It's a classic.
To that instrument.
Such a good video.
It isn't it? I know. It's great. He should make more of those even now. Why doesn't he? Maybe he does.
I miss Michael Gondry.
Does he do
Michel Gondry?
Does he still do things or what's he up to?
He does, but they're in France. Like he did The Science of Sleep. He did Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind. He did The Science of Sleep. And I'm trying to remember if he did anything more recent that was like an American movie release, and I don't think he did, but I think he's back to creating movies in France.
I feel like we haven't heard much from him. So probably focused on domestic movies. Well, let's play this and get this going.
This is Travis, and you'll do well to listen carefully to what he has to say.
It is Travis, and you should listen carefully because he comes here once a month, and if you're not paying attention, you might just miss it, as Ferris Bueller once wisely told us.
That's so true.
That's right.
What I believe to be, I could be wrong about this, but as a kid's memory goes, I think it's the first time I ever saw a post-credit scene of any kind in a movie. I think it was the first. And I'm sure that's not true, but that's what I remember.
Which movie was?
Ferris Bueller.
Oh, yeah, I think it was.
That's definitely one of the early
Airplane for
ones.
me. Airplane,
yeah.
The guy in the taxi cab says, all right, I'm going to give him 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaving. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's okay. So there's one that I absolutely saw before that.
1979, 1980, whenever Airplane came out.
Something like that, yeah. It's much less than we get them now. We get them, every other movie feels like they have them now. But back in the day, it was like this special little treat, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Travis, always good to have you here, man. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was Googling Michel Gondry to see if he's done anything recently. And there is a 2023 movie called The Book of Solutions, but it was released in France first, Le Livre des Solutions. But looks like it's his kind of typical special effects weirdness bonanza. So I'm hoping it's streaming somewhere here in America. Also stars Sting.
Oh, well, that's cool. Bring him out.
I mean, I'd be in.
Yeah,
I'd be in. I want to see that. Wait, you haven't seen The Book of Solutions? French movie?
Right?
Oh, we do.
I've been busy. I've been busy lately.
I never saw Be Kind Rewind. I always forget that's him. Never saw that. That's it always seems so like
sweeting of movies.
Yeah, it just seems so. On the surface, it's just kind of a "Dude, Where's My Car" kind of title. As I just never got around to. I know it's not what it is, and there's something deeper there, but I just never did. So to me, that's just like some goofball '90s comedy, even though it came out in 2008. And I didn't know that was Michael Gondry. And that the difference between that and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I mean, those may well be on different planets. They don't even sound like the same. Director.
When you've seen it though, I feel like they're a lot closer than you expect because he has a very. Not janky, but there's a way of his special effects that almost feel homemade sometimes, like in Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
And Be Kind Rewind is all about that, all about creating movies that have that janky kind of special effects.
Yeah, I should probably see it at some point.
You should. It's really good. Yeah.
All right, Travis. It's your time. It's your time. Step up to this podium. Take that mic.
It's my time.
Challenge us.
I'm back in the States. They let me back in.
Yeah, welcome back from the land of England and Scotland and all those places you went.
I'll be honest, I didn't want to come back. I wanted to just...
I wouldn't either. I love it over there. Yeah.
Sadly, that fun little name tag that Abby made for everybody for Vegas, I had that with me, and it's now lost somewhere in the Highlands of Scotland.
Oh,
It fell out of my bag.
Well, I'm sure she can make you another one. I'm sure she's like the pattern is still in the pattern buffer.
Probably.
She can run it right through the transporter over to you.
Yeah.
I can confirm, by the way, that Claire drives in all caps.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, never actually rode in a car where Claire was driving. I rode in a car where Claire yelled at the taxi driver, but that's it.
What is one drive in Ireland? What's her car? Let's dox her car. I'd like to know what it is.
It's got to be a Mini.
Yeah.
It's not a Mini. It's just a little sedan.
Okay.
But we drove along like the North Coast, went to Giant's Causeway.
Oh, cool.
And all that kind of stuff. It was really fun. But
did you go to the Dark Hedges?
I think so.
It's a road where the trees overlap the road and make like almost like a tunnel. They used it in Game of Thrones.
We might have. I caught something a couple of days while I was in Scotland, and so I was kind of coming down off of that when I got to Ireland. So a few of the things are a little fuzzy, but no, it was great. It was a ton of fun, and cool. I can't wait to go back.
Well, you looked right. You fit right in over there. These pictures and stuff.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
You're like a Highland. You like you're gonna. Mel Gibson was gonna tell you and your boys to moon him from the hill, and you would be all in on mooning. You know.
Oh, for sure. And it was super fun to go to locations that they shot Highlander in, because I was over there with a tour for Adrian Paul's The Sword Experience. He was there leading it, and we went to locations he shot in for the series, and they used for the movie as well. So that was a ton of fun, including...
Is this a thing he does all the time? He just tours, leads tours over there?
So he has a company called The Sword Experience, and they do choreography and sword work, and he does these like 1 and 2 day events all over the world, but he'll do tours every once in a while that are a little bit longer. And they'll go to locations. He's doing one coming up in October, I think, in Vancouver, which is where they shot most of the series. But this one was locations in the Highlands, and then we did sword training every day. And we actually did sword choreography in front of Aelan Donnan Castle that they used in the movie. And we didn't have permission. So he was like, all right, we're going to go. You guys will have an hour to tour the castle and check everything out. And then we're going to go over here and just start working and filming it. And if they ask us to leave, we'll leave. Yeah. So, which nice. that was great.
Is it, would you say Highlander is your Fury Road? Is that a fair statement? I mean, you love it. Clearly, you got a show about it. You're traveling there, like, you know.
It's one of those. I love the lore of Highlander so much. Yeah. So kind of, yeah, it is kind of my Fury Road. Anytime there's something involving Highlander that shows up on social media, I get tagged in it.
Yeah, the algorithm knows who you are by now, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody loves a movie the way you love Fury Road.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. They're I'm sure.
I love movies. I love a lot of movies, but I don't know if I love any movie as much as you love Fury Road.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, my Fury Road is Running Scared, if I'm being completely honest.
Like, Running Scared is your Fury Road.
The Billy Crystal one, or the
absolutely.
Yeah.
That is,
nice.
I adore that movie, and I will champion it till the day I die.
Oh.
Well, Lord knows it needs the help, so keep that going. Let's get to this trivia. I'm so excited because I need to feel challenged right now. So challenge me.
All right. Right now, leading into this, our standings are Brian is up 5-2.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right
in the standings. So Scott, you got a little work to do here, but I think you can do it. So we're going to start with you. We're doing for those that are hearing this for the first time, we are doing a Name That Tune style betting on the number of clues that you will need to guess these things. So we're going to start off with a movie.
Okay.
I'm going to give you cast members. So Scott, you can start the bidding. I've got 6 cast members for this movie.
For a movie, single movie. Well, I'll go ahead and try it in 4.
Okay.
What do you think, Brian?
I will try it in 3.
3. All right. Scott, you want to try it for 2?
I'm going to let Brian try it for 3.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do that.
Brian, here are your 3 cast members from this movie. John Hamm, Lily James, John Bernthal.
Oh, shit.
I hate when he does that because then he knows it. I know he knows it. All right. John Hamm, Lily James, John Bernthal. Oh, duh. It's of course it's Baby Driver.
Damn it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, I was really hoping trying to remember a John Hamm movie. Yeah.
Okay. So round 1 goes to Brian. Brian, you get to start our bidding for round 2.
Okay.
This is going to be an actor, and I'm going to give you titles of movies this actor has been in.
Okay. I will. Let's go 5.
5. All right. Scott?
I'll do it in 3.
Ooh.
Going in 3. Okay. Brian, you want to try for 2?
Name that actor. Actor? Based on movies,
yes.
Right? Okay. Yep. Name that actor, Scott.
Okay.
All right, Scott. Here are your 3 movie titles. Broadcast News, Raising Arizona, The Incredibles.
Okay.
Elastigirl. Hi, I need a baby. Hi. I ain't leaving till I got a baby.
Need a name.
Holly Hunter.
Very good.
Correct.
Woo!
I could not get the last name, but I knew it was Holly. I almost said Molly. Almost said Molly Hunter, and that would have been wrong.
Ooh.
That would have been wrong.
Yeah. All right.
A couple others, by the way, that she was in. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Mm-hmm.
A Life Less Ordinary, which I had a huge crush on her from A Life Less Ordinary. There's something about her character in that movie.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
Huh.
And also,
what was the detective one where she's some detective's assistant? She's hiding under the desk when somebody comes in and shoots him. It was a Grisham thing, right? Was it not The Firm? Was it The Firm?
Yeah,
No.
I think it was The Firm.
The Firm? Yeah, okay.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, 1-1. Here we go. Scott, you're going to start the bidding for round 3. This is our music round.
Okay.
So I have clips. I have seconds from this song. I have the following: 1, 2, 3, 5, and 9-second clips of this song.
I struggle with these. I'll say 3. I can do it in 3.
3 seconds. All right, Brian, do you want to try in less?
I'll take 2.
Name
2
that
seconds.
tune.
All right.
Here is your 2 seconds of this song, Brian.
I believe that is T-Rex with Bang a Gong.
That is correct.
Bang a gong, get it on. All right. Damn it. I could have done 2. I wouldn't have remembered the name, though. Not the T-Rex part. I would have got Bang a Gong, I think. And that, would you have taken just title, or would you have to have artist?
I would have taken the title on that one.
All right. I will be more brave next time.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Round 4.
Are you
Brian,
thinking I would have taken 1?
No, I just think I'd have had a better chance of you not taking 1 than if I 3. I mean, I knew you were going to take 2. There's no way you weren't going to take it. Anyway.
Round 4, we have a TV show. Brian, you're going to start the bidding on number of characters from this TV show.
Okay. All right. Character names, not performer names. Character names.
Correct.
I will go 4.
4. All right.
You say
Scott.
it's a TV show?
TV show.
I'll do it in... I have to be bold here. I'm going to lose. I could do it in 2.
Scott, name that TV show.
Okay.
Here are your 2 character names. Lana Kane, Barry Dillon.
Lana Kane, Barry Dillon. Why is that familiar to me? Lana Kane, Barry Dillon. Oh, oh shit. It's a cartoon.
I swear when this happens, I can smell it.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon, and it's from those. Shit. It's got what's her? Oh, oh shit! It was there. Bob's Burgers in it. Archer. Freaking
there
Archer.
We go. Shoo.
There we go. We got it. Whew.
Oh my god.
Coming down
dude.
to the wire there, but I'll give it to you.
Oh,
yeah.
Nicely done.
Hurt.
I had to go with Barry. I almost went with, instead of Barry Dillon, I almost went with Other Barry.
Barry.
Sure.
So,
it helps that I've been binge watching those a lot lately. And
oh, really?
I have a big old crush on Aisha Tyler. So, hey, Lana Kane, who doesn't, right?
She's great.
By the way, Dr. Krieger from that show, the actor that plays him, Lucky Yates.
Lucky Yates, yeah.
I knew him from Good Eats long before Archer ever came out. He would be a side character in skits on Good Eats.
Really?
All the time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Especially as the Dungeon Master. Was a great character he would play.
He and the actress who does the voice of Pam. They did the intro to one of our Frog Pants All Stars games at Nerdtacular one year.
That's fantastic.
Intro, yeah. This is them sitting on a couple of pool chairs, giving everybody the rules of Frog Pants All Stars.
Love it.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I wonder if I've got that. I wonder if that's up on YouTube. If not, I should put it up on YouTube so folks can check it out.
Yeah, we have it. I'm sure it's somewhere. Right?
They weren't afraid to be on camera and did not replace themselves with a little action figure version of themselves.
No. Unlike certain person that did that.
No appearance, no on camera work, and a little plastic Lieutenant Yar.
Well, that puts us tied up 2-2 going into the final round. This is for all the marbles this week.
All right.
So let's see. Scott, you're going to start the bidding on round 5. It's another actor with movie titles.
Movie titles and actors. Okay. I want to really get this. The question is... All right, I'm going to say 3. Let's see if this works for me or not.
All right. 3. Brian, do you think you can do it less?
And you're giving us movie titles. We have to name the actor, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got to go for 2. I can't. I got it's a defensive play. Got to do it.
Yep. My strategy is hoping that Brian can't do it.
It was a very good strategy.
We'll see if it works. So, Brian, name that movie or those actors.
All right,
or whatever
Brian.
it is. Yeah.
Here are your 2 movie titles: A Score to Settle, Running with the Devil.
Okay. Holy crap. It would help if I'd heard of A Score to Settle. That might help things. But I'm also like thinking about the previous answers to see if I can come up with something that is a tie-in.
Part of the theme here today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot find a pattern yet. I don't know what it is.
I'm finding professions is what I'm finding.
Yeah, this one was a little tougher this month.
Yeah, it really was. I'm going to say, because they feel older to me, Running with the Devil. Running with the Devil. That I can't even think of what decade that might be from. All I can hear is David Lee Roth for some reason. Yeah.
Weird.
Let's say James Cagney.
Incorrect.
Oh, man.
Give him a 3rd.
I was hoping it would at least be close. I have no idea. Give me a 3rd.
You get a 3rd title. That title is Color Out of Space.
And give me the other 2 again.
Give me 5
Score
more.
to Settle.
No, just the original 2. I don't need more.
Yeah.
What was it again?
A Score to Settle.
Score to Settle and Running with the Devil, right?
Running with the Devil and Color Out of Space.
Color Out of Space. Score to Settle. Running Out of Space. I don't know. I'm just going to say, I mean, who's someone who'll just do anything?
Someone who would just do anything.
Someone who
do
would just
a lot
do
of
anything.
movies.
Why would you go to someone who would just do anything based on those clues?
I don't know. Like, if that's it feels like if you're right about this being about professions or something, and this is these sound like old movies to me. So I'm just gonna say, who's
there
the guy?
might be a podcast that does a theme around this actor once a year.
Oh, come on.
Once a year. That didn't help me. All right.
He doesn't listen to the show, Brian.
There's a once a year show I'm not listening to? Who's doing a once a year show?
I'm just saying there's a podcast out there that once a year has a theme around this actor.
It may even be more than one episode a year, but they're all kind of grouped together.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. All right, I'll just say I don't know. Exhibit, the rapper turned actor Exhibit. I have no idea.
That's wrong, but I love that guess.
Yeah.
A couple of other movies that were in this list were Kill Chain, Primal, and Grand Isle. Now, this was a tougher one because the actor, Brian's probably figured it out by now.
I saw chat after my guess because I wouldn't get a 4th or anything like that. So
the actor was Nicolas Cage.
What? I don't know any of those, but I was right, wasn't I, about people who do anything for acting jobs?
You were. I didn't know how you got there, but you were right about that.
Yeah, shit.
Here's the fun thing, though. All 6 of those titles I gave you are from 2019.
Really?
He did all 6 of those movies released in 1 year.
I have heard none of those.
No, I haven't heard of any of those movies.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. All right, these have to be like old movies or something, like Running with the Devil or
either that or it just feels like somebody's direct-to-video, which I guess this kind of is for him, right? Like,
some of them were, but Color Out of Space did get a theatrical release. That was actually a really good one. It's based on the Lovecraft story.
Yeah.
And that one I think is one of like the better Lovecraftian movies.
What,
that,
like big?
come out.
Yeah, a lot of
Cthulhu?
people in the chat room have seen it. There are a lot of them are talking about Colorado space and saying we need to check it out.
What is it like
for
big
sure.
big elder god stuff, or how's that? What is it like? Do you know?
A meteor hits on this little farmland area. Nick Cage and his family have like a farm in it's Maine or somewhere in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And the meteor hits, and there's a weird color, and strange things start to happen. It's an odd story, but it's really well done.
All right. People in the chat, like Brian was saying, some of them really like it. I might have to check this out.
I really liked it. But yeah, Cage is
what's
the
your
gift
month for your what's your month for Cage movies?
This month it's August.
You do a show just about Cage movies once a month? Or once a year? I didn't know that.
He does
once
Wait
a
You
year.
Haven't Scenes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just with Cage movies.
Oh, all right. I thought you meant it was like some
August.
dedicated podcast to nothing but Nick Cage's movies once a year or something like that. Which that
All right,
threw me.
I still can't figure out. So, Baby Driver, T-Rex, Bang a Gun, Holly Hunter, Archer. Okay, Archer, Hunter, Driver. And I was thinking, like, what other names have professions? And I was like, Adam Driver, but
Tinker, Tailor, Spy.
So
that.
I've been so busy lately that that coming up with a good theme to tie everything together was tough. So initially it was going to be, I was going to center everything around Nicolas Cage and Cage stuff, but it was hard to find beyond just doing a bunch of his movies something that I could do. That's where the song came from, though. Bang a Gong was used in one of his latest movies, Long Legs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which,
I've
if you
not
haven't seen that,
yet. I do want to see that. Yeah, is it good?
Is it out yet? Is it streaming yet? Or we can get that anywhere? Do you know?
I don't think it's streaming
Probably
yet.
a complex way to watch it, but
I'm sure there is. So those two tied together, but the other three, I'm going to Dragon Con in about a week and a half. And Dragon Con takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. So I themed the rest of it around Georgia. Baby Driver is set in Atlanta. Archer
Holly Hunter,
is produced in Atlanta. And Holly Hunter is from the Atlanta area, Georgia.
That's cool.
So went that route.
That's great. And you're going to be doing a live. I love the fact you're doing a live panel. Wait, you haven't seen first year you've done that, or have you been doing these at Dragon Con for a while?
Nope, first time. This will be my first Dragon Con, and I'm doing.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So when I finally said, okay, I'm going. Charles McFall, who's the track director for digital media, was like, well, if you're coming, we're doing. I'm right now saying we're doing Wait You Haven't Seen at the con. I'm like, all right. So I'm forcing him and my friend Phil Keating to watch Borderlands, and we're going to talk about that.
Nice.
You didn't hate that as much as everybody else did. You seemed to be kind of okay on it.
I didn't hate it as much as everybody. Is it great? No, but I wouldn't have gone to see it in the theater without something like the AMC, A-list.
Yeah.
But
sure, yeah.
I had fun with it. It was fun.
If they would it go up a star or half a star for you if it wasn't Jack Black, or just if it wasn't such an over-the-top Claptrap performance?
No, because that's Claptrap in the game.
Okay, yeah,
He's
let me
over the
rephrase
top
that.
and super annoying.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe that's it. Is just I wasn't familiar with the games, and that just felt so Nickelodeon to me.
In fact, if anything, all the characters in this are like toned down from what they are in the games.
Are they really? I felt like
yeah.
I mean, talk about Kevin Hart. I just felt like that character, that role was so toned down that could have been anybody in that role.
And it probably could have. Which I was glad for that, though. I didn't want too much Kevin Hart in that role. But I mean, it was fun. I'm doing a couple other panels too, actually. So it's going to be a busy time, and I'm going to take my Ghostbusters cosplay with me.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Oh my god! And make sure you do the go at like the after dark, walking through the chain of hotels. It is
for sure
amazing the difference of night and day, literally, between what you see during the day and what you see at night. Oh my god, the parade! You're gonna have such a good time. I'm envious that you're going to Dragon Con. That is such a blast.
Yeah, and good luck on the stage, man. That'll be fun. I like that.
Excited, but also a little nervous, just because it's doing shows in front of people. But I can't wait. It's going to be a good time.
The Wraith asked in the chat, why not the original Claptrap voice from the games? They had a giant falling out. like lawsuity, like mess. He was never going to
Also,
be doing that.
I think some of that too is Eli Roth, because I think he wanted to kind of make his own thing separate from the games. But I don't. I have thoughts on that.
You'll share them on stage. Is what you'll do.
I will be sharing them on stage.
Yeah.
One other thing I did want to mention real quick while I've got the time is you guys know Amy Frost and JF Dubow. They do,
of course, yeah.
Their
Ake
podcast,
Willow.
Ake Willow.
Yeah.
They're doing a book campaign right now to get it into print form.
Oh, wow, cool.
So they're doing it's season 1 is going to go into print form, hopefully. So they use a publishing service called Inkshares. It's kind of like a Kickstarter type thing where they do pre-orders, and if they reach a certain threshold, it goes into print. And they're going to put recipes from the season into the book and all that kind of stuff. And so that is going on right now at akewillow.com/book. And I told them that I would make sure and let everyone know about it at any opportunity I could. So here I am.
Nice.
Doing that. Definitely check it out. It's one of my favorite podcasts, period. I just love the story that they tell, and getting it into like a hardcover book form. It's really cool.
Yeah. I think, isn't this isn't the service Tom's using for his new book, is it? I think it might be.
It might be.
Yeah. Inkshares has got a good rep. People like them. So worth supporting and checking out. Help a fellow tadpooler and get their stuff in print form. That'd be awesome.
For sure.
Absolutely.
A season 1 winner from America's Next Top Podcaster too, Amy Frost.
Yeah. Amy's awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, dude, it's good to have you back, man. And I hope the smell of Scotland stays with you forever. All right. I don't know.
So the smell of
smells
peat,
like peat
and sheep. Yeah.
Peat, sheep, peat, and false dragon sightings in the lock. You know. All those
I
things.
saw Nessie.
Yeah,
I
did
got
you?
a picture of Nessie.
Oh yeah, nice.
Good.
You're one of the few Americans who can just coax it out, and you're friendly and nice, and that's all that thing really cares about. That's all it wants in its life.
Everybody on the boat got a picture of Nessie. They had a great little one of the windows, and they had like a decal, and you could line it up so it looks like you had a picture like Nessie coming out of the water. It was perfect.
Oh, that's great. It's kind of like the
awesome.
people who line up to do the St. Louis Arch that they're holding up by their hands.
Yep, exactly that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone's favorite. Or you're holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Freaking hate
right,
those.
exactly like.
You know those people, those locals must freaking hate that. You know? It must just annoy
I bet they
them.
love the tourism dollars it brings in.
Well, that's true.
Sure.
Who else is going to come just check out a tower that's sticking straight up?
Yeah, that'd be boring. Well, that's awesome, dude. Have a fantastic month. We will see you next time for more trivia from TV's Travis.
See you,
We'll
Travis.
soon. What? He should get if they're going to be live. I know a lot of those panels are live. We'd love to spread that around.
Oh, yeah. The streaming for sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Be awesome.
Well done. Thank you, Travis. Real quick couple of notes before we get out of here. Today is a busy day. Word on the Street with Greg Street happening at noon with myself, and I believe a couple of community folks over there are going to talk about the challenges of being an open development studio and maintaining, consumer connections, how that world works now when you've got social media people, and how do you keep your community informed and happy and respond to their needs and wants and all that stuff. If that sounds interesting to you at all, we'll be live at noon at frogpants.tv. And then right around that time, I'll just say this. Keep your eyes on all the Blizzard channels because something's coming out of them today that I haven't been able to talk about, and I can't wait until I can say something. So that'll be sometime
NDA
today.
will finally be able to be lifted.
That's right. Take that burden off my back. And then the Instance 2.0 will happen and drop tomorrow around 3 sometime. So be prepared for that. We got all kinds of stuff planned. The expansion happens this week. If you have early access, you get a 3-day head start if you have the Epic edition of the game. It's kind of I don't know if they did this with the last one, but I feel like it's kind of new, where they're giving people early access for another $40 or whatever it is.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, it's a nice chunk of
don't know, huh?
Chunk of money. But anyway, do check it out. Zoe, I haven't let it slip because NDAs are serious. I'm not gonna let that go.
Spoiler is one thing, and an actual signed document that for a company he maybe would like to work with in the future.
Sure,
was a whole different thing.
Yeah, it's legally binding stuff. I'm usually a lot better about.
For sure. Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for us. Frogpants.com/TMS for anything else you might be looking for, and we're out of here with a dedication or a request or something. What do we got?
Cool. So if I draft up an NDA for Captain America: Brave New World, next
I'll sign
February,
it.
we're good. We have a problem solved. Okay,
yeah, I'll sign that. No problem. When's the next anything we would care to see in theaters? By the way, what's like the next hot thing after Alien?
The next hot thing in theaters?
Yeah.
Either Beetlejuice, or
I know I got Gladiator 2 in November, but it's a ways off.
Gladiator 2.
Let's see, last half 24.
Sure, there's something big franchise film.
Yeah, something's coming, right? Like
Craven the Hunter, maybe.
Maybe not.
Venom 3, possibly.
Maybe Venom 3. I could be into that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Crow.
I mean,
That's maybe.
Oh, The Crow.
I do think I want to see The Crow. That's this weekend. I might see that.
I was never a big fan of the other ones, but maybe, using my free Alamo Drafthouse season pass, it's
yeah.
Why not, right?
I know people are worried on that one, but I love the comic and I'm fine. I'm in.
It's true. The comic I really did like. I didn't like the and I only saw the first movie and watched it with you guys for Film Sack. I'd seen it before, but I never saw the second Crow.
And we don't get Joker till October.
Oh, right. I forgot about Joker.
I think the same month you get Venom. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
There's really not
nothing big in September, though, huh?
Moana 2 in November. Yeah, September's kind of light for big stuff. Transformers 1, I'll go see that with Van, but other than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks like fun.
That looks like it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I think I'm expecting like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle levels of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's take this chance to play some music. What do you got over there?
Sure. When Magus wrote in, I didn't have a birthday or an anniversary or anything today, so we're doing this one. When Magus wrote in and said, speaking of covers taking a song in a way different direction, Melodica Brothers are amazing. So on some day you don't have anything, their cover of ABBA's Dancing Queen is awesome. Super fun video too. Love the show though. When Magus.
Nice.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, we take these requests too. You hear a good cover you love, then let me know about it. This is a single that they just released. It is the cyberpunk version of Dancing Queen. Here are Melodica Brothers.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before.
Well, it's a new one for you then, whoever you are.
That's right.
Don't know where I got that.